We can now go across to France 24's Jasper Mortiner standing by in Istanbul. Jasper, good afternoon to you. What do we know about these negotiations where you are? Who is attending?
Well, the Russians have sent a delegation to Istanbul. It's led by an advisor to President Vladimir Putin called Vladimir Zelensky, and his second man is a deputy Russian foreign minister. But these people do not have decision-making powers. They haven't come to Dolmabahce Palace, which is 100 meters over there to the left of me, because the Ukrainians haven't pitched up there. So talks which were due to start in Dolmabahce Palace 6 hours ago have not even begun, and the delegations haven't arrived. The Ukrainians have not announced who would be in their delegation, but the Ukrainians have President Volodymyr Zelensky in Ankara. He's been talking to Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, and they have their foreign minister, Andrei Sabiha, in Antalya, who's been attending the NATO foreign ministers meeting there. Now, those two men could fly to Istanbul within an hour, but they're unwilling to come to the table unless their Russian interlocutors have the power to make the decisions necessary for a peace deal.
Jasper, NATO foreign ministers, as you mentioned, are meeting in Antalya. What's happening there?
Well, they do have a plan on the table. Work is being done there. The foreign ministers are actually doing the hard work for a NATO summit to take place in the Netherlands in about 6 weeks' time. Now, US President Donald Trump wants the member states of the 32-member NATO to increase their spending on defense to 5% of GDP. And it's been pointed out that the Americans don't spend 5% of their GDP on defense. However, the NATO Secretary General, Mark Rutte, has come up with a plan so that the member states increase their spending on defense gradually over the next 7 years to 3.5%. They'll reach that at 2032. And then they will spend another 1.5% on military-related projects, such as building roads and railways so that their troops can move around their countries more quickly, to meet President Trump's target of 5%. That is the compromise that they've come up with to keep everybody happy. I should point out that the US Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, is in Antalya, and it is thought that he would fly to Istanbul if he saw any purpose in bashing heads together between the Russians and the Ukrainians to get a deal. But as these talks haven't even started, one can't see Marco Rubio coming here.
Jasper, thank you very much for that. Jasper Mortiner reporting there for us from Istanbul.